She pulls away. Suddenly she takes hours, sometimes even days, to respond to your messages. She used to text you first, but now it's radio silence. When you finally do see her, she acts distant, colder than before. Maybe she even flirts with other guys right in front of you, just to see how you'll react. You feel confused, frustrated. Is she losing interest? Did you do something wrong? Or is there something deeper going on? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Women test men all the time. Not because they're cruel, but because they need to know if the man they're dealing with is truly strong or just putting on an act. They push, they provoke, they challenge, sometimes in ways that seem unfair or even manipulative. But understand this. She doesn't want you to fail these tests. She wants you to prove you're unshakable. Women are wired to seek strength, not just physical, but emotional and mental strength. If a man crumbles under pressure, gets insecure, or reacts emotionally, he fails. But if he stands firm, unbothered and unshaken, he passes. And when you pass a woman's test, something shifts inside her. She respects you. She desires you. She starts chasing you instead. So how do you respond when she pulls away, plays games, or tries to test your confidence? With controlled power. With a mindset so calm and stoic that her own test backfires, making her crave your presence even more. Stay with me, and I'll show you exactly how to turn her tests into an opportunity to make her obsess over you. Welcome back to Mindful Stoicism. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button for more content on attraction, psychology, and self-mastery. Now, let's get started. 1. The pull-away test. Stay stoic and indifferent. One day, everything seems fine. She's texting you, laughing at your jokes, and making plans with you. Then suddenly she goes cold. She takes hours to respond, if at all. She cancels plans at the last minute. She seems distracted, uninterested, and emotionally distant. Your instinctive reaction. Panic. Most men immediately start over-analyzing. Did I say something wrong? Did she lose interest? Is she seeing someone else? And in response, they chase. They double-text. They try to fix whatever went wrong. But this is exactly what she's testing you for. When a woman pulls away, she's not always losing interest. She's testing to see how secure you are. She wants to know, are you a man who remains confident in himself? Or will you start acting needy and desperate the moment she withdraws? Here's what you must do. Nothing. Do not chase. Do not ask her what's wrong. Do not shower her with attention to bring her back. Instead, match her energy. If she pulls away, you pull away even further. If she stops texting, you go radio silent. If she cancels plans, you fill your time with other things. By doing this, you communicate one powerful message. I am not dependent on you for my happiness. And that, ironically, makes her come back. Women are drawn to men who are centered in their own reality, who do not crumble when tested. When she sees that her pull-away didn't shake you, she starts questioning herself. Why isn't he chasing me? Does he even care? What if I lose him? And just like that, she comes back stronger than before. Because nothing is more attractive than a man who is unbothered. 2. The jealousy test. Be cool and unbothered. You're talking to her, and suddenly she drops a casual comment. My ex texted me last night. There's this guy at work who keeps flirting with me. Or worse, she brings up another guy and laughs, saying, he's kinda cute. Your stomach tightens, your mind races. Is she interested in someone else? Is she trying to make you jealous? Here's the truth. She's testing you. Women throw out jealousy tests for one reason, to gauge your confidence. They want to see if you're insecure in yourself, or if you're easily shaken by competition. If you get mad, start questioning her, or act possessive, you fail the test. Why? Because jealousy is a sign of insecurity. It tells her you feel threatened by another man, which means you don't truly believe in your own value. And the second she senses that weakness, your attraction drops. But the high-value man, he doesn't flinch. When she mentions another guy, he stays relaxed. He might smirk, shrug, or even agree playfully. She says, this guy at the gym was checking me out. You respond, can you blame him? And move on. Or if she says, my ex wanted to get back together. You laugh and say, poor guy. By staying calm and unbothered, you send a powerful message. I know my worth. I'm not competing for you. You're competing for me. And when she realizes she can't shake your confidence, her attraction for you skyrockets. Pass this test, and she won't be thinking about other men. She'll be thinking about you. 3. The attitude test. Stay playful, not defensive. At some point, she will challenge you, not just with silence or distance, but with attitude. She'll roll her eyes, tease you, or throw subtle jabs your way. She might say things like, you think you're all that, huh? Or, I bet you say that to all the girls. Most guys fall into the trap of getting defensive. They try to argue, prove their worth, or explain themselves. And that's exactly what she doesn't want. She's not looking for an explanation. She's testing your emotional stability. What she really wants to know is, can you handle her, or will you fold under pressure? The worst thing you can do is react emotionally. If you get upset, argue, or act offended, you fail the test. She sees that she can shake you, and once that happens, she starts losing respect for you. The right move. Stay playful. Flip the script. If she says, you think you're some kind of ladies' man, don't get defensive. Just smirk and say, took you this long to notice. Then change the subject. If she teases you about something, don't explain yourself. Tease her back. Keep it light. Keep it fun. This does two things. It shows you're confident enough to handle banter without getting emotional. It creates tension and attraction because women love a man who can challenge them back. At the core of it, women don't test men because they want them to fail. They test because they're looking for proof that you're unshakable. And when you handle her attitude with calm, playful confidence, she respects you more. 4. The ultimatum test. Never fold. This is one of the most dangerous tests a woman will throw at you. It's not always obvious, but it's designed to see if you'll compromise your values, lose your self-respect, or bend over backwards just to keep her. She might say things like, "If you don't do this, I'm leaving. If you really loved me, you'd prove it. If you cared, you would change for me." At first it sounds reasonable, like she just wants more effort from you. But don't fall for it. This is not about love. This is a power move. She's testing whether she can control you. The second you fold, whether it's begging her to stay, abandoning your standards, or apologizing when you did nothing wrong, you lose respect. Not just hers, but your own. And once respect is gone, attraction fades right behind it. So how do you respond? Stay calm, stay firm, call her bluff. If she says, "If you don't do this, I'm leaving," you say, "I'll miss you." If she says, "You need to prove yourself to me," you reply, "I don't prove myself to anyone." This response shocks her. She expects you to chase, to cave in, but when you don't, she starts second-guessing herself. Suddenly she realizes she's dealing with a man who cannot be manipulated. And paradoxically, the moment she sees that you're willing to lose her, she becomes afraid of losing you. That's the power of standing your ground. When a woman throws an ultimatum your way, don't fold. Remain unshaken and watch her come crawling back. 5. The emotional meltdown test. Stay grounded. There will come a moment when she gets overwhelmed with emotions. Maybe she's upset about something, stressed, or even lashing out at you for no apparent reason. She might raise her voice, get frustrated, or even cry. At this point, most men make one of two major mistakes. 1. They react emotionally. They get defensive, argue back, or try to win the fight. This only escalates things and makes her feel like she's not being understood. 2. They rush to fix everything. They start offering solutions immediately, telling her what she should do, thinking that solving the problem will make her feel better. But here's the thing. She doesn't want solutions. She wants to be heard. This is a classic test, and what she's really trying to see is how stable you are under pressure. A weak man lets her emotions control him. If she's upset, he gets upset. If she's crying, he panics. But a strong, stoic man, he stays calm. He becomes the rock in the storm. When she's emotional, the best response is silence, understanding, and reassurance, not fixing. Simply saying, "I hear you, I understand," or even just being present without reacting, does more than 1,000 words. Here's the psychology behind it. Women are drawn to emotional strength.